This video is targeted to a target audience, mainly police, veterans, military, people who protect and serve, local government, mayors, governors, even people in state, local government. What are you going to do? That's a question that you probably need to be asking yourself. What are you going to do when all this polarity, all this hatred, all this division that's been sowed through mainstream media, through social media, through dividing people on social media into different servers, creating echo chambers to where you only get one side of the opinion. You only get one side of the story most of the times unless you search it out for yourself. What are you going to do when this all comes to a head? Right now, we're in the middle of a election. Still, looks like a farce. Looks like a sham. From all intents and purposes, it looks very illegitimate. Can we prove it's illegitimate? I don't know. Maybe not. But it doesn't matter. That's what people don't seem to understand. It doesn't matter. Neither side's going to concede. It's going to be played out in court. And when it's over, neither side's going to be happy. There's going to be a loser in all this. So I ask you again, what are you going to do? We're seeing spikes in coronavirus. We're seeing stores being bought out again. We're hearing talks of lockdown, which is driving this. Oh, we're heading into a dark winter, they say. We're going to lock down just 60 days, just 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks is all. 6 weeks. That's it. 15 days, and we're still digging our way out of that. Imagine what 60 days would look like. Imagine what 6 weeks would look like. It'd probably be a decade worth of lockdowns. So, with that being said, what are you going to do, police officers? What are you going to do? Are you going to enforce these unconstitutional draconian laws where people can't have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Where our Constitution is just basically, reduced to toilet paper? Where you have governors and local officials with no legislation whatsoever, just telling people what can happen and what can't happen? Are we headed for the Great Reset? Oh, that's just conspiracy. No. The World Economic Forum actually says on their website that you will own nothing and you will be happy. It's coming. And I don't know if there's anything that any of us can do to stop it. All we can do is prepare. But back to the premise, what are you going to do? You've had patriots and American-loving citizens back the police. Yeah, we understand that there are instances of bad policing, that not everybody's perfect. Mistakes are made, and when mistakes are made, those people need to be dealt with and need to be held accountable. But we're not demonizing all of you. We're definitely not demonizing the profession. We're definitely not saying that we need to take your funds away. If anything, you need to be more funded for more training, for more officers, for better pay. But nope, defund. That's what the other side says. Now, I'm not telling you have to pick a side. I'm not telling you have to pick a candidate. I'm not telling you have to pick a race. I'm telling you have to pick a gender. You don't have to support any of those things. Can you support the Constitution? Can you support our freedoms? Can you support the freedoms that our founding fathers and many after them fought and died for? Or are you going to listen to the orders of a dictator mayor or a dictator police chief or even a dictator governor? The time's coming, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to decide whether your values or your morals are worth you standing up and saying, no, I'm not going to just stand back and do nothing when I'm watching a gang of people beat somebody for their beliefs. I watched the Million MAGA March or whatever in D.C. this weekend. And I see families walking up the street being assaulted, being accosted, and been in some live streams where people are like, well, why would you bring your children to a protest? Or why would you bring... Who said they went to the protest? In all likelihood, they could have been there visiting. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why they were there. There should not be a street in America that a family cannot walk down the sidewalk without being assaulted for no other reason than being there. I mean, where has our decency gone? And they're, oh, the police are told to stand down. I've heard that shit. I have heard that for a year or longer. I've heard that since Donald Trump got elected. You know, you see these people at Berkeley, for one place, Portland. Oh, they're told to stand down. They're told to stand down. They can't do anything. Bullshit, they can't do something. They can quit. Don't tell me you can't do anything. You can do the right thing, which is your job. And some, oh, they have to stand there. Somebody told them to stand down. Well, you ignore it. You don't do, and if you get fired, you get fired. There's more places out there. That's what people don't understand. Speak up. Oh, you might lose your job. So what? There's more people out there. There's more jobs out there. Do you not understand that your job may be gone regardless? Do you not understand what the Great Reset is? Do you not? I mean, oh, that's just a myth. No, it's not. Justin Trudeau gave a speech a day or two ago. He was talking about it. He was using Joe Biden's Build Back Better, which is just a Make America Great Again ripoff slogan, and equating that to, oh, the Great Reset. And COVID, lockdown, give us a perfect opportunity for the reset. We can reset our economies into a more climate-friendly economy. They're telling you people, they're not even hiding it anymore. They're not hiding it. Look at Joe Biden's tax plan. All this free money. Free money from where? Where are we getting all this money to pay off student loans and the billions to give these subsidies to all these green energy companies? Oh yeah, and by the way, we're locking down, so nobody's going to be able to work, so we're going to pay you too. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? It's not. So my question gets back to police officers, military, ex-military. What are you going to do when it comes time? Are you, when there's people are saying, oh, there's no Thanksgiving's canceled, you can't have Thanksgiving, are you literally going to kick somebody's door in for having Thanksgiving or Christmas? Are you going to write a fine that you know people going, some of them not worked since back in March, some of them not had a paycheck since back in March? Are you going to write them a fine for that? Are you going to continue to go to people's businesses who are online businesses, who are drop shipping things and order them to quit doing it? I mean, seriously, your first job, your first oath is to the Constitution, to uphold the Constitution, to uphold the rights of the citizens. Not what a chief tells you to do, not what a captain tells you to do, not what a mayor tells you to do, not what a governor and not what a president tells you to do. So here we are. Here we are in this dilemma. And it's only going to get worse. Because like I said, neither side's going to concede, and one side's going to be unhappy regardless of how the election goes. I think for our economy and for our country's sake, Trump with another 4 years would be the best thing. But if Biden so happens to get in, what are you going to do when they tell you that you might possibly have to go round up somebody's firearms? What are you going to do when they tell you, oh, we have to keep people locked in for another 6 weeks and we have to enforce it? You know, people, COVID, here's the thing about COVID. We're all going to get it. Guess what? I hate to bust your bubble. Everybody's going to get it. It's like the flu. It's like a cold. And no, I'm not saying that it's the symptoms are the same, death rate, none of that. I'm saying, as in a virus, it is not going to disappear. So guess what? You're going to get it. There goes your illusion of safety bubble bust. You're going to get it. May not be today, may not even be this year, but eventually you're going to get it. There you go. Fear is the biggest fear is the greatest motivator. Look at 9/11. You can't even get on an airplane right now without getting your junk all rubbed up in, having somebody take you in behind a curtain and basically give you a full body cavity search, unless they just want to do it right there in front of everybody, rub all up in your junk and everything, just to fly. And everybody's okay with that because we feel safe, because it gives us the illusion of safety. Well, all this stuff is an illusion. All these safety measures are an illusion, and we're losing our freedoms. One right after the other, right after the other. You can't go to church. They're saying no Thanksgiving, and people are buying out stores again. So, and that's not even talking about the greater threat, which is the Antifa. Oh, Antifa is just an idea. No, Antifa is much more than an idea. Antifa is more than real. They're worldwide, and you see them all the time tearing shit up. BLM, same thing. Do Black Lives Matter? Yes, Black Lives Matter. White Lives Matter. Any life matters. But as an organization, Black Lives Matter? Marxists, they even say it. Looking to destroy Western family values. Looking to dismantle the patriarchy. If you really want to be scared and you really want to give some of your freedoms away, take a look at Deagle or Dagle.com. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Deagal, maybe, or Daegal. Either way, it's a forecasting site. And they contract with a lot of government agencies, a lot of governments, and they do forecast models. If you really don't want to be scared, do not go look at the forecast for the United States for 2025. Don't do it. Because it will scare you. It will say that our GDP is, nothing compared to what it is now. Not even in the same reality as what it is now. It'll tell you that our military spending is rock bottom. I mean, bottom. It will tell you, and the most scariest thing is, it will tell you that a population of 330 million people in America by 2025 turns to 90 million people. And they say that they come to this because people will leave. People will relocate. So you mean to tell me that over 1/3 of the United States population is going to relocate somewhere else? The Great Reset's real, people. It's real. And they're ushering it in as we speak. It's real. And there's nothing we can, as ordinary citizens, we can do about it. Nothing we can do. All we can do is prepare. All you can do is get your local counties, and hopefully your officials in your local county, and hopefully your police officers in your local county, to come together and to get ready for it, and then branch out, counties over. Try to get a section, and then branch to where you've got an entire state that is self-sufficient, that can handle anything that the people in that state may need. I'm not saying anything that you may want, but anything you may need as far as food, because the World Health Organization has already said famine is a thing. Lockdowns will lead to famine, which will lead to death. We see, like I said, shells disappearing. But what are you going to do, police officers? Whose side are you going to fall on? Are you going to fall on the side of freedom-loving patriots, patriotic Americans who love this country, who see the faults in this country, but love the Constitution and the freedoms that it provides? Or are you going to listen to some political official? Are you going to allow people like in D.C. to just get beat? Have to fight back. Have to fight back. When the police aren't there, they have to fight back. They're given no choice. Or else they can just not go out there. Just don't go. which defeats the purpose of our First Amendment. So what are you going to do, cops? That's something you better be asking yourself, because the time to make that decision will be here before you know it. If you like what I do, share it. Comment down below. If you disagree, comment down below. If you see it a different way, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, share it. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you'll know anytime that a video is released. Try to do, a couple every week. It's no set schedule. I just do it when I see something that I want to talk about. And, follow me on my socials. Try to hold it together, folks. Ride's just now starting. Just best thing I can say is prepare. And police officers, get it in your mind. What are you going to do? Y'all have a good day.